Welcome inside the cockpit of the Lancaster bomber, where we'll be doing the startup procedure. There's a lot of controls in here which are going to daunt a lot of people, especially if you need simming. It's a fairly straightforward plane to start once you get the hang of it. So first thing to do if you've got a keyboard is Shift and 2, which brings you down to this, which is the radiator, oil, fuel gauges, external tanks, etc, etc. So first thing to do is switch on the heated pressure. Then we move down to our fuel tanks, so you want to turn this one rotation to the left and this one rotation to the right. And what we're doing there is we are using these two fuel tanks. If we were to turn the opposite way, you'd be using these fuel tanks just under here. Next, we want to turn the power on to these gauges so we can see what fuel levels we've got. And we want to connect some external power. So by flicking that switch, we will have a generator. Somewhere there it is, just on the left hand side. So next thing we're going to do is ask for a fuel cart. If I do ask for this, as I can't turn this off at the minute, there's some infuriating vehicle. I just cannot get rid of it, I don't know why, but there we go. So first thing to do is click refuel and then click it off when you've got enough fuel that you want. So for me, I just want to do a quick startup demonstration, so I'm going to click it once. And we've got already a lot of fuel. Next thing we're going to do is Shift and 3. That will bring us to the generators. And you want to click the first two bottom switches along with this one on the left. That then allows you to click these two, which is your voltages. And then we're going to go back to the cockpit. You're already halfway there, so if you've stayed with me this far, you're doing well. Next, we're going to switch these to the middle position. On the checklist, it says to switch them to the on, and what they do is that's the radiator control switches. Automatic should be when you're in flight, but I just think that if they're in automatic, then surely they're doing the job they should be doing. Next, switch these three switches. These are the outside exterior lights, along with a switch down here which is already set to on for your nav lights. Next switch is this one, which is your autopilot. This light will illuminate, and then when you switch this over, autopilot is engaged. We'll talk about that on another video. We're now going to lift all four of these fuel levers before moving the throttle quadrant up slightly. Set this seat out so we can have a look out the window and open up the glass screen. The boost coil needs to be switched on, and then I've got a preset control which gives me this view, and we're going to go with number 3. So we're going to engage this switch, the engine will start to spin, and then we'll engage both magnetos. Okay. And there we go, engine 3 is alive. So we'll cover the startup and go to engine 4. And then we're going to bring back down these throttles for engine 4 and 3 before moving across. For engine 2 and 1. So make sure engine 2 and 1 are cracked just about an inch. I'm going to go with engine 2. Finally engine 1. once we've got successful engine starts, we're just checking that these RPMs all level out, and then we're going to go to shift 2 again. So we'll see that the oil pressures are rising and the vent temperature rising. And that is it, that is how to start the Lancaster.